Hello, my friend. It's Tony T here from Transform Your Life, and I wanted to kickstart the new year not with a New Year's resolutions video or plans for the future. No, today I want to take a moment for us to reflect on the year we've just lived. In general, I'm not a big believer in looking backwards or clinging on to the past, but when you do it with a positive purpose, it can have real benefits. Also, you have to remember that before you can truly move forward, you have to consider where you've come from. Whether you like it or not, the previous year is the foundation for the forthcoming year, regardless of whether it was the best year of your life or the absolute worst. Because without truly understanding what happened before, you have no control over how it will affect your future. There is no point trying to build a house on shaky foundations, am I right? Because all that will happen is it will fall down. But for the purposes of this video, I want us to focus on the positives. Now, don't get me wrong, I will be hitting you up for the negatives and the crazy stuff in another video, but of course I will be putting a positive spin on it. And as I said in my New Year's video, I'll be doing a series of monthly journal questions, so yeah, spoiler alert. But I know it can be easy to recall the bad things that have happened. For some reason, they tend to stick in our mind, and that is because we are programmed to remember the bad stuff, because it's a protection device from the times when we were living in caves, believe it or not. It's part of the fight or flight reflex. Like when you're a kid and you burn your finger for the first time, you remember not to touch something because it will hurt. But you may not remember the first toy you got or the first time you tried candy or chocolate, even though you may have loved it. We're not programmed to remember those things. But today, we're going to remember the good things about 2018. In fact, we're not going to only remember your achievements, we're going to actually write them down and document them. You won't be surprised to hear that I'm going to suggest that you whip out your journal and get writing. If you don't have a journal, then I suggest you get one real quick, because that will form a big part of my future videos. It doesn't matter if it's a basic journal or a fancy schmancy leather bound one, but if you do need to get one, there's a link in the descriptions below. But assuming you have a journal or at least a piece of paper that you can write on now, I want you to think about your achievements of the last year. They don't have to be massive or groundbreaking, because the smaller everyday achievements build up, and they form an integral part of your day, your week, your month, hell, your life. So just because it's a small achievement, that doesn't mean it's insignificant, because the reality is, if you added up all of the small achievements, they probably outweigh the massive ones. And to be honest, that's the way it should be, so don't disregard them. Now write down as many achievements as you can remember. And like I said, it doesn't matter if they were big or small. They can range from sticking on a diet for a week, not shouting at somebody when they annoyed you, to getting a new job, or doing your housework particularly well, whatever it might be. Perhaps you're a creative person and you wrote some poetry and painted some pictures. It doesn't even matter if they were good. The fact that you did it is an achievement in itself. So give yourself a break and cut yourself some slack. I'm sure you're well equipped at beating yourself up. Well, it's time to take off the boxing gloves and give yourself a little self-love. The world can be a harsh place sometimes, and there will be plenty of people waiting to take you down, so don't help them. Like most things, starting is the hardest part. So just write down one thing, and then think of one more, and then another one, and so on. You might be surprised at just how many things you've actually achieved, and no doubt forgotten about, and I'm absolutely certain that you've forgotten to give yourself credit for them. So see how many things you can write down, even if you have to go away and come back to it later to add a few more. Take some time to really reflect on what you achieved last year and allow yourself to feel good about it, because you should. They're your achievements after all, and you deserve to pat yourself on the back. And once you've finished writing your list, I would love to hear what you achieved. So please feel free to let me know your top 5 achievements in the comments below. If you want to add more, please feel free, just go for it, because more is the merrier. Not only is this a great reflective practice, but it's also something that you can benefit on a daily basis. Spend a couple of minutes each night before you go to sleep, remembering and recognizing your achievements of the day, no matter how small they may seem. An achievement is still an achievement, right? Okay, good. I'm glad we agree on that. But in the spirit of sharing, I will also, in the comments below, add my top 5 achievements for the year. So that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed this video and you enjoy taking some time to reflect positively on the last year. And if you did enjoy this video and want to hear more, then make sure you subscribe and hit that little notification bell so you will get a message every time I upload a new video. Also, in the comments below, there are links to my books and other social media, so you can find me there and keep in touch in different ways. And remember, Never give up, never give in, because you, my friend, are amazing. Much love, Tony T.